Members will resume. Dr. Fernando Zhang, I would really want you to sit down so we can start scrutinizing the first item. In fact, on the agenda, we don't only have the item on education. There are the 3 hospitals. As you know, there are a lot of problems in our medical system. It is going to burst. And as you know, the 3 hospitals are important, and there is also the item on Tong Chong. Can you please sit down? Yes, okay, speak. Chairman, we are holding up the face placards of the 4 members. This is very related to the meeting. They were part of us. But this shameless political power has sought to deprive us of 6 seats through interpretation of the law. In other places, this would amount to a coup d'etat. But sorry, this is a coup d'etat staged by the powers that be, so as to further shrink the power of the opposition. Here in this meeting, I'm just standing, holding up the face placards of members who are disqualified. My reaction is already very restrained. If you think this is unacceptable, I want to stand here. I shall not sit down. I shall not disturb the proceedings of the meeting. I'm just standing here to protest. Can I do it? Dr. Fernando Zhang, I definitely respect the reason for your expression of your stance. I understand what you are trying to do, but please have regard for the meeting. We are delaying already. It is now 9:23. What am I standing in the way of? What am I disturbing? Mr. Andrew Wan. Chairman, you said that he is standing in the way of the meeting, but why is he disturbing the meeting? Dr. Fernando Zhang has said that this is a protest. And according to the procedures, it says members should remain seated at meetings and need not rise in order to speak. There is no need to stand when the chairman enters or leaves. But please, hear me out. Hear me out. The principle is if other members also stand up to say, I stand up in respect for you. Even if I don't need to do it, I can do it. But as you know, at the council meeting, we should stand when the president comes in. But there are members who refuse to, and they remain seated. Does it mean that they should be thrown out as well? Mr. Wen, I understand what you are saying, but I have already made a ruling. Does it mean that even if I stand up in respect, I should also be thrown out? Dr. Fernando Zhang, please clarify the matters. First of all, I have already done a ruling that you should follow the ruling. You asked me whether when you stand here, you should be disturbing the meeting, but I'm telling you, I have already made a ruling. Please understand this. I'm not saying whether you should stand or whether it's right for you to stand or whether you disturb the meeting. The thing is, according to the procedures, the chairman will make a ruling and that is final and that should not be debatable. You can say outside that I'm wrong, but my ruling has to be implemented, or else why would members listen to the chairman? If you can choose to listen to the chairman or not, how can I conduct the meeting? Please understand my difficulty. Now I want you to sit down, please. For my sake, please, I can take you to Chinese tea. Please sit down. Chairman, please do not say that. No, really. Dr. Fernando Zhang, he is a frequent speaker at this meeting, and I also think he has done a lot to fight for the benefit of the disadvantaged. I understand where you come from, but please follow the rules. We need to go by the rules. If, as a chairman, you members raise different requests, then, please understand my difficulty. Please sit down. Sorry, speaker not coming through. Dr. Fernando Zhang not coming through. He does not have the mic. He doesn't have the mic. Understand, I understand. Please sit down, please. Please sit down. Or else, because if I ask security guards to execute my order, it will be difficult for all parties. Please do not insist For once, please sit down. I understand you have your dignity. Mr. Roy Kwong. Chairman, you are acting according to paragraph 35. Please, I have already made a ruling. No, I'm not challenging your ruling. I'm just saying that it says members should remain seated at meetings. And if you look at the definition of seated online, it means that you just have to stay close to the seat. Because if you say even if members stand, they would be guilty of misconduct, then everybody may be in the same position. No, we have spent over 25 minutes on this already. This is not just a simple issue. The thing is whether we should follow the procedures in future meetings. No, we have to look at the spirit of the procedures. Please do not argue with me further. I don't want to ask another member or one more member to leave. Dr. Fernando Zhang, please sit down. If you don't, I have no other way of dealing with it but to ask you to leave. Please sit down. I hope other members will help to also tell Dr. Fernando Zhang to sit down. If I come back and you are still standing, you will have to leave. Sorry. We will now suspend the meeting.